How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It's a day of another day. Of another day we call Saturday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? I want to talk to you today. And this is real to real. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to be politically correct to you. I'm going to talk to you. Because I've been waiting for someone to say it or talk about it, but I notice no one is really talking about it, so I'm also be me. Those who will listen will understand. Those who won't, just won't. Everything is not for everybody, but nobody's talking about it, so I'm going to talk about it as far as the transgender girls, women, teens. This is the thing, and I want you to think real hard, and I want you to think with an open mind, and I want you to listen, and I don't want you to try to find anything you could find just to attack me, just to attack me. But if that's where you're at in your life, do what you gotta do. I'll handle it when you send it. Anyway, this is my thing. As a person growing up, transgender women, I'm straight talking to you, whether you like it or not. You were born in the anatomy of a body of a male. You, as growing up, may have felt like a female inside, but you were structured as a child growing up as being a boy, which means that you have to fight back and be strong and stuff like that. Now, you were taught things in reference to being a boy as far as being survival skills. You were not set, you was not, and I'm going to say everybody, and I do not mean everybody for the dum-dums. You was not sit down by your mother and she sat there and taught you how to be a woman. You, most of the times, as far as black people, as far as my black sisters, we were taught how to survive as far as being a male, and in some cases a female. But we didn't even share that part. We would just share the part being a male. We learned the survival skills as far as that. Now, we learned that in life, they say, only a man can teach a man how to be a man. And we watch different things as far as mentor where women are raising their sons and doing a lot of different activity things. And not saying that that's a bad thing, because it's not. But I'm going to get to my story. We was not taught by our mothers as being trans, and I'm not saying everybody, once again, how to be a woman. We were not aware of what the rules and what we needed to do as far as, becoming a woman. We were taught the opposite way. So the reason why we having so much of a problem as far as our trans being murdered is because we don't understand. See, we haven't walked in that walk. We was not taught that talk. We did not learn all these different things until we got into the body that we are in now. Now, the thing about it is that if you sit down with a woman that is see her as female, she'll tell you, why would you want to be a woman? Now, this is the thing that I'm learning with the girls. You are giving up the thing they call male privilege. Now, if you sit back and you think about it, women have complained for the longest how they want equal pay. Now, that's on you. So now you've transferred over into becoming the true you, leaving the male body to the female body. They call it transitioning. You have now entered the world of womanhood. Now, there are a lot of things that being a woman does not have birth. And you've learned that. But you don't know how to, you haven't been taught this, so this is new to you. So now you don't know how to embrace that, you know how to accept it, because you know why? No woman, black woman, sat down, a woman in general, sat down and taught you how to be a woman. Black women get murdered all the time. Black women get beaten by their men. Black women have to learn to wear out certain outfits and stuff like that because they would stand a chance of being raped. Now you say, well, that has nothing to do with it. Oh, but baby, it does. Because the thing about it is that you change your body and you want to look so a certain type of way. You want to look voluptuous. You want to look passable. All those extra things you added on has made you a target. Let's forget about the word transitioning. Let's forget about the word trans woman. Let's look at you as a woman. Now you're doing these accolades as far as you got your boobs done, you got your hips done, you got your butt done, you got everything done to make yourself look so much like a woman. And you want to walk through life, you want to get the accolades. But you don't understand, with all these things come a price. And a lot of times I learn with a lot of girls, say, well, we're getting murdered on the street, we're getting murdered on the street. That's when women look at you and say, what do you think they've been doing to us? How many black women you know are raising their sons or daughters by a man that actually left the house? Now, you ask yourself, how is this woman making all this happen? She's taking care of you. She's putting clothes in your body. She's feeding you. She giving you extra money to go to school. She giving you extra money to catch the bus. She giving you extra money so you don't go out and steal. She giving you extra money as far as moving. And then she has to pay the bills. And the husband, the boyfriend, the jump off, the sperm donor is nowhere around. This is not your world. So then you say, well, I don't understand why these men don't want to be with us. Look at all the black women that's in there with no man. You got some of the beautifulest black women ever walked on this earth, and none of them cannot find a man. And you ask yourself, why? But nobody's talking about that. We're only saying, well, we're just being murdered, we're being murdered. And that's definitely a bad thing. But you have to understand one thing about it. You stepped into womanhood. You stepped into that world, their world. And you were not taught how to be a woman. You didn't learn the different things in this Bible. Wear this outfit. My life I may be murdered. If I become too revealing, it may cost my life. Oh, but black women are so evil. Black women are so mean. Because you know why? Black woman can walk down the street and she don't want to speak to a man. Because suppose she has a boyfriend at home. She walks, and I've experienced this as far as myself. You walk past the guy, you don't want to speak to him, because a lot of times you say hi back, that means you want to be with him, which is not what it means. But to him, you want him. Now, I did a video reference to women who rejected men because they had boyfriends and they were murdered. Black women. I have not seen no black cry as far as that. I have not seen no black niggas that would say, well, you know, we shouldn't have did it. I did videos on them as well. But I've learned that when a woman says, you know, I don't really bother, I have a boyfriend for that, she gets slapped in the ass. That happened to me. I had a guy come up to me who did not know what I was. Grab me by my hands, pull me over to his boy, and said, look at this girl, she is beautiful. And I'm pulling him off of me. I don't even know the guy. He just grabbed me. I've had guys walk to me, tell me I'm a conceited, stuck-up bitch and stuff like that. Don't even know what's going on. But all up in my face, ratting and raving at me, upset with me. This is the world I'm into now. And you said, well, you may have tricked him. I didn't trick him. Those options are not available. And that's the thing when it comes to a female. She may say she don't want to be with him and she don't want to be bothered. Options are not available. She gets slapped. She turns around, she starts fighting back. But do anybody say, well, you know what, girl? There are women been talking about this thing as far as beginning of time. How you watch a black woman be beat down for telling her man not to cheat on her. She felt disrespected. We sit and we watch Ike and Tina Turner movie and we laugh and we want to make jokes and, you know, animate, beat the cake. But this is this woman's life. She's telling you what happened to her. Yeah, it's a joke to you and you want to laugh and stuff. But then you sit back and watch us being murdered. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it's an outright, I can't believe this. When women have been complaining about this from the beginning of time, were you listening? Did you listen to your mother cry inside the bedroom when she knew she couldn't make it? Well, her sisters had to come and try to help her. Her friends tried to come and try to help her. And you in the room playing with them toys on the floor. You ushered into that world. So now you're like, oh, I can't understand why this happened. Because it's been happening for the longest. You've been asleep because you ain't been in that world. You ain't been in that world. And that's the disconnect that y'all are having. And y'all say, well, we need to do this, we need to do that. Because you're in that world now. You were brought up as a boy. And you're doing things as far as a boy. Now this whole new world you've been introduced to, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Now they don't want to pay me to serve that because you're now a woman. Women have been complaining about equal rights for the longest. Have you been listening? Men want to take away women's right as far as having abortion. But he will rape her. And you know what happens when a woman gets raped? What did you do to make him rape you? What did you have on? You demean her. So now she don't want to tell people she got raped. Because she knows what's going to happen when she show up. Do any of y'all sit there say we're going to stand with that woman who's been raped? First thing y'all do is say, well, you know, she probably wanted it anyway. This is from black to black. Because I hear the stories and I hear how people talk in the background. And I'm not saying everybody. But I've watched what happened to black women when it comes to this world we live in. I watched the demise. I watched the demeanor. I watched how they treated them. I watched you talk about the hair. You judge on everything. You put her down. And I'm not saying everybody does this. But this is the world that you are into. So now as a trans woman, you say, well, they come for me. They come after me and stuff like that. You're a woman now. So if a female come after you, you're in that world. Females come after females. You watch stuff on TV when females come after females and stuff like that. So now you're in that world. So they're going to say, well, because of what I am, it's not even about what you are. Now ask yourself this. Why are men calling women my nigga? Why do men tell women to suck his dick? Why are women now telling people that she suck her dick? Because this is what she's been told. So now she's saying it back to us. Suck her dick. She don't have one, so why is she saying that? Because that's what she be doing. Why is a woman talking to another guy talking about my nigga? He said, that's my nigga right here. Why is he calling her his nigga? What happened to the word my boo, my baby, my love, my darling, my doll baby? Why is he not calling her that? Because you disrespect her. You disrespect her so much that now she's calling herself those names. Now she's the one sitting up there saying those things now. And the thing is, that's your new world. And I don't think that nobody's putting that together. Oh, I'm a trans woman, I'm a trans woman, I'm a trans woman, I'm taking my hormones, something, but you're not thinking about what you're taking on as becoming a woman. Now, by no means I'm saying anybody needs to be killed for living in their truth. That's not what I'm saying. But my whole thing is that you're not sitting back looking at the world that you actually are in now. You're looking at it as a trans woman, I need to be accepted and stuff like that. You're bringing that mentality as far as being born a certain way, thinking a certain way. And because that's the way you, I don't care if you thought like a woman or felt like a woman, even if you were naturally born female, if you brought up like, if you're a CIS female and you brought up like a boy, you're going to do things that's like a boy. And if you were born as far as being in the male anatomy, and you do things as a boy, you're going to bring it with you. Now, as far as the whole intersection, as far as it changes, that's on you. But you have to understand the acceptance of what you've done. And I don't think that nobody's talking about this and everybody's going, well, we don't understand. Well, I'm giving you today why you need to understand. You have to understand that you have stepped into that world. So now when a man lays in the bed with you and you don't hear from him again, that's that world. You're not putting it together. I don't know how many black women I have sit out here and I have seen in order, they don't want to show their body because they know they'll be shamed. They just show their face. Well, I want to know if you look a certain way. Send a body picture, send what you look like. She's being judged once again just like us. Just never quite good enough. And the thing about it is that you're into that world. No matter how beautiful you are, no matter how passable you are, you're in that world of judgment. And I'm not saying all men are this way, but you're in that world now. So now when you sit back and say, well, they don't want to pay me equal rights and stuff like that, that's your world now. That's your world. Forget about the trans part. This is your world. So when we get murdered or we get killed on the street and we actually minding our business, we're in that world. This happens to women all the time. That's the disconnect that we're having when it comes to the female, CS female. We're saying, you know, we don't understand why this happens, but it's happening to them. We're in that world. They may not want us in that world, but we're in that world. Trust me, we're in that world. We're in that world. They may not welcome us with open arms, but we're in that world. Trust and believe we're in that world. And the thing about it is, we say, well, we're not saying, these women sit back there and say, look at the trans women, there's other transgender women. You got trans women who attack other trans women. Oh, she's this, she's that. She demises her. She puts her down. She finds things on her that she knows that the girl didn't get as far as her, as far as being passable. And she finds things, she's a prick. She's this, she take pictures of her and she send them out there. That's what females do. This is what to say. The problem is that you feel as though since you transition stuff that we shouldn't be treated this way, and we shouldn't. But we're not going to get special treatment. I'm sorry, we're not. You're not going to get special treatment. That's your reality. Females apply for jobs all the time. They just went to whole court because she had to change her hair because she couldn't wear her own hair the way she wanted. She was born to say with natural hair. They don't want that. That's your world now. Once they connect and you really register to you, you'll understand what I'm saying. But those who are going to understand will understand. Those who won't just won't. And if you want to find anything I'm saying, well, they, them, those, that, that's okay too. Because like I said before, my message is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But those who will get it, and they will do their things a lot more different. So, well, you know what, baby, I get it now. So I have to look a certain way in order to be. Now, I'm not saying be out of character. I'm not saying not be true to you. But you have to understand, when you're walking past a man, because a lot of these men that are killing us are black men. And I'm not saying all cases, but a lot of cases it is. Let's call a thing a thing. The one thing we may love the most is the one that maybe, well, they just can't deal with their truth and stuff like that. There are women home right now with babies by men that said they would be with them if they had that baby, and they don't let them. They don't let them. A lot of us are coming up from broken homes. When did you last time your father looking for you? You watch your father go on and made a whole new family and moved on and stuff. He ain't really checking for you. Why is he not checking for you? Those are our men now. This is the men you're dating. So you can't understand why they want to see him with you. You got kids that's walking around with your face and you done left them. You have left them. Left them. Here is your kids in these shoes. He's gone. Who's got to do it? The mother. Now you're in her world. So now when things don't go the right way, it's your world now. And that's the disconnect that I don't understand. Well, I was waiting. I didn't want to do the video because I was like, I'll wait for somebody else to do it, wait for somebody else to do it. But ain't nobody doing it as far as I can see. Only thing I keep saying is, oh, well, they're doing this to us, they're doing this to us. You're in their world. And that's why females be looking at you like, really? Really? Y'all done transitioned. What did y'all think was over here? Or, females always ask, why would you want to be a female? You got it better. I tell a man, you cheating on me, I get slapped across my face. And I got other girls saying, well, you know, girl, maybe you shouldn't have said anything. He's cheating on me. There's a woman being beat right now as we speak. Because she's upset with her boyfriend for keep cheating on her. And you know what he'll do? He'll grab her, he'll hold her, he'll make his penis erect hard, push it up against her. And she'll say stop and she crying. He'll keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Until she gives him to him. Next you know, he's back on top of her, doing it to her, having sex with her. She's crying. She knows she just felt belittled because she was standing by her what she wanted. For her love, for her strength for this man, she knows that he's wrong what he's doing. He knows he's wrong because you know why? Because he's going to go do it again. And she knows he's going to do it again. But this way, she wants to live and complain about it. It's going to happen again until she gets tired. The next you know, she in the shelter with you and the kids. Y'all hiding out. Now he's looking for you because he felt disrespected. Now it doesn't matter how many times you cheated on him, how many times he beat on you. He felt disrespected because you have the right to leave. But when the woman's fed up, she's had enough. But y'all don't see that because that's your world. Once you learn what you stepped into, it'll all make sense. But until then, you can sit back and say, well, why are they doing this to us? It's been happening all the time. It's just been asleep on what you've done. What you've done. And I'm talking to my black sisters out here. Your black women have been going through holy hell. Have you been watching? Have you watched that woman who carrying the bags by herself? You watching the kids sit up there do all this extra stuff, not even helping their mother. She don't know how she's going to feed her. She don't know how she's going to eat. She got bills to pay. You on the phone running up a bill. She has to pay that. She has to keep money in her pocket because she don't want nothing to happen to you. Then she has to worry about you going outside being a target. Then if you do anything wrong, she has to get money up to get you out. That's your world now. Until the connect starts to connect, you're not going to get... And I'm not saying all women, all men are bad, because it's not what I'm saying. But I want you to wake up to where you're at now. You have to wake up to your new world. And I don't think no one is talking about it, but today I'm talking about it. And I know I'm going to offend some people, well, women this and if that's where you at, then that's where you at. But I felt that somebody needs to tell you about it because it's not connecting to you. It's not. I feel there's a lot of trans women feel as though We get special treatment, but you're now a woman. So welcome to the real world, being womanhood. Sure, you may not feel like they don't want you there, but guess what? You're there anyway. You're there anyway. It's like baby being born into the family. When you're in there, it's in there. So no matter what you do, the baby's still staying. You're in that world. So either you start trying to change things or watch things you do or be much more careful as much as you can. I'm not saying as far as being murdered and stuff, because no one deserves that. That's not what I'm saying. But the people go try to find something. But you have to understand the word. Your mother didn't sit down and teach you how to be a woman. Your mother didn't put the rules in you. A lot of us have been taught about other trans women. And a trans woman to another trans woman can't really teach you how to be a woman unless it's from a woman. So well, I'm disagreeing because that's okay. But as a child growing up, unless your mother was teaching you how to be a woman, then maybe you get it. But those who wasn't being taught like being a woman don't get it. Anyway, that being said, I just thought I would share a story with you as far as, what's going on, as far as maybe give you a better understanding, clarity, as far as why you having such a problem, as far as being trans, as far as watching the murders, as far as things happening to us. There are 64,000 black women that are missing. Ain't nobody checking. There are black women that are sitting inside of prison and no black man ain't coming up to see her. But at the end of the day, you go to see the male prison, it's packed with women coming to see him. What is the problem you're missing here? Anyway, the best, I just want to share this with you. Hope you have a safe Saturday, and I want to let you know that I love you, and I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.